Hi, it's Serene Brooks here with Goal Nutrition and Diabetes Specialty. And today we're going to talk about macronutrients. And lots of information out there on the internet you can find on macronutrients. I want to really just talk about what macros are, what they do for your body, why they're important for a healthy diet, why balancing the macros in your eating pattern is important. And if you get this information, then you can decide for yourself what is going to work best for you. So, macros is a short term for macronutrients, which means they are nutrients that we have in larger quantities as compared to micronutrients, which would be things like vitamins and minerals. We have them in smaller amounts in our diet, still very important, but a little bit different than macros. So, macronutrients, the main macronutrients are carbohydrate, proteins, and fats. And they each do special and important things. So, we're going to start with carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the body's preferred energy source. And so it's important to have about 50% of your intake be some kind of carbohydrate because that is what your body is using. It's easy to break down and provide fuel for our body. So having the right amount of carbohydrates is important. Now, not all carbohydrates are the same. And so we want to choose a quality carbohydrate, and complex carbohydrates are a good choice, things that can break down more slowly and provide some satiety when we eat them. So things like apples, milk, fruit, the fruit with the peel on them has some fiber in it. Those are all carbohydrates. Whole grain bread is another one that would be really good. It has got fiber and it's good for the digestive tract. So those kind of things, typically when you think of a carbohydrate that may absorb more slowly when you eat it, is usually going to lead you to a little bit more quality carbohydrate as opposed to the refined carbohydrates. So treats and desserts, things like that, fruit juices, they're all simple carbohydrates that are going to break down quickly. They spike blood sugars and they do not provide the satiety. They are often higher in calories. And so sometimes you get more calories more quickly than your body can use. And so then your body will store those extra calories as fat. And so you want to be careful on the type of carbohydrates that you choose, but they're important. The next one we're going to talk about is protein. Protein helps with building muscles, helps with wound healing, it helps with hormone production. So, including about 20 to 35% of your daily intake as a lean protein is really important. And if you have protein with your meals and snacks, you'll notice that you stay full a little bit longer. So, I like to recommend to people to pair a carbohydrate with a protein. So one example would be eating a whole apple with a piece of cheese or some grapes with a handful of almonds. So that protein is going to help provide the satiety and the carbohydrate is going to provide the energy for your body. So important to have those two together as well. Now, fat is another one of the macronutrients. It is also part of a healthy diet. And there's a variety of fats. There is unsaturated fats. So there's healthy fats that come in seafood, nuts, seeds, avocados, things like that. And they help to raise your good cholesterol, which is what we want to do. So they're important for heart health. So thinking of those healthy cholesterol or healthy fats that help your cholesterol. Avocado oil, olive oil, those all fall into that same category. Now, remember, fat has more than twice the amount of calories per gram. So the calories can add up quickly with fat, but still about 20 to 35% of your daily intake will be comprised of some type of fat. And so, once again, choosing wisely the type of fat you eat can make a difference. Now, you don't have to totally eliminate the other fats, saturated fats, but it's important to choose a healthy fat when you can. And when it comes to oils, things like the olive oil and canola oil that are liquid at room temperature are going to be better for you than those that are solid at room temperature. So that would be things like shortening, butter, things like that. So choose those type of oils when you can. Like I said, don't eliminate completely, but maybe just do more moderate amounts of the other type of fats. Um, Saturated fats are also found in meat, so poultry and red meat will have saturated fats naturally in them, as does milk and butter. So once again, having a moderate amount of these things is still okay. So very important. Um, plays a role in absorbing the fat soluble vitamins. So A, D, E, and K are the four vitamins that require fat to help them absorb. And fat also plays a role in hormone production. So it's still an important part of a healthy diet. Now, I recommend you meet with a dietitian and have them help you decide what is best for you and what proportion of these macronutrients are best for what you are trying to achieve in your lifestyle. Maybe you have diabetes, maybe you have um, type 1 or type 2 or prediabetes. And so the carbohydrates would make a bigger impact on your blood sugars than the fat and protein, but they all make an impact at some level. So learn how they impact your blood sugars, figure out um, the right amount for you and how to manage your blood sugars with those macronutrients. But remember, they're all good for you. They all play a role, and it's important to incorporate all of them into your healthy lifestyle.